In this lesson, we're going to see how to integrate a function by using a substitution, and we also going to do a lot of different type of examples. So let's get started. Well, the first example says that 3x the whole x squared plus 3 and the whole over 5, and we're going to integrate this function by using the u substitution. So let's get started. Well, the first step is you're going to have to substitute this whole thing by u. So you're just going to say that u is actually equal to x squared plus 3. So that's the first step. And then the next thing that you have to do is you're going to have to find the value of this one or the value of this dx. And in order to find the value of dx, you're going to say du is equal to the integration of this whole part, or the integration of this whole thing. It will be 2x. So this one is actually a constant, so it will be 0, so I don't have to write that one out. So it will be du equals to 2x dx. And then I'm looking for the value of this one, or the value of dx. So for that reason, I'm going to divide it by the 2x and divide it by 2x. And then you're going to cancel these 2x's. And now it means that the value of dx is du over 2x. So now let me just substitute u instead of this whole thing. So I'm going to say that 3x times by this u, the power 5. I got this power 5 part over here. And then times by my dx value is actually du over 2x. So now it means that I can cancel these two x's. And I want to bring this 2 to the front. So it will be 3 over 2, the whole over u to the 5. So now I want to integrate u to the 5. So when I integrate u to the 5, it will be what? U to the 6, the whole over 6 plus c. So now the last step, or the last thing that I can do, or that I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna substitute this whole thing instead of u. So I integrated the u to the 5. So once you've done integrating the u to the 5, you're gonna have to substitute the x raised to the 2 plus 3. So it will be what? It will be 3 over 2. So my u value is actually x squared plus 3 to the 6 and the whole over 6. So now it's all about a simplification. It will be this whole thing is actually the same as 3 the whole x squared plus 3 the whole the part of 6, and then the whole over 2 times by 6 is actually 12. And I also can simplify it by 3 1, it will be by 3 4. So my last answer will be, let me write it over here, it will be x squared plus 3 the whole the part of 6 over 4 plus 6. So this will be my last answer. So this is all you have to do when you counter this specific example. So I want you guys to remember the whole steps. So the first step that you have to do is you're gonna have to substitute this thing, or this whole thing, by u. And then the next step will be you're gonna have to find the value of this dx. And then after that, you're gonna have to integrate this u to the 5, or whatever the power is, or they're gonna give you it might be different number over here, or your exponent might be different numbers, but you're gonna have to integrate it. And then after that, it's all about simplification. It's all about just multiply and do the whole division, and you're gonna get the answer. So that's how it works. So now let's do just a little bit critical questions and different questions. Okay, so when you count to the second one, the second example is actually just it's literally the same as the previous one. So for that reason, I want you guys to start the video and try this example and see if you get the answer. So I'm gonna follow the same procedure. I'm gonna say u is equal to x squared plus 4, and I'm gonna find the value of dx. So I'm gonna say du is equal to 2x plus, not plus, since this is constant. I'm gonna leave it there. So I'm gonna say 2x the whole over dx, and then the whole over 2x, and then the whole over 2x. So my value of dx, or my dx value, will be du over 2x. So now I'm gonna say x the whole, I'm gonna use u instead of this x squared plus 4. So I'm gonna say u to the 3 times by my dx value is du over 2x. So when you cancel these two x's, you're left with 2. And when you bring this 2 to the front, you're going to get 1 over 2. So 1 over 2, the whole, when you integrate u to the 3, you're going to get what? U to the 4 over 4. If you guys remember the basics in integration, I got a video on that. So when you integrate u to the 3, you're going to get u to the 4 over 4. And then plus c. So now I can substitute this x squared plus 4 instead of u, and I'm going to say 1 over 2, the whole, my u value is x squared plus 4. So, and then the whole, the power of 4, and then the whole over 4. So, and this is it. And I also can simplify it if I want to. So just let me simplify it over there. Just let me just simplify it over here. So it will be, so 1 times by this x squared plus 4 is actually x squared plus 4. So let me just write the answer over here actually. So it will be x squared plus 4, the whole over 2 times by 4 is, this 1 times by 4 is 8. And then the whole plus c. So this will be your answer. So this is all you have to do. Actually, I also got the power, forget the power. So this will be x squared plus 4, the whole to the power 4, the whole 8, the whole over 8 plus c. So this will be your last answer, and this is all you have to do when you come to this specific example. Now let's do just a little bit different examples. Okay, so when you come to this example, we got a square root, so it's just a little bit different. But I want you guys to try it. I want you guys to try it since you know the whole process. You just gotta apply this one too. So I'm gonna say u is equal to x to the 4 plus 1, and I'm gonna find out about dx. So I'm gonna say du is equal to uh, du is equal to the integration. The derivative of x raised to the 4 is 4x cubed. Since this is constant, I'm gonna leave it there. And all over dx and all over 4x cubed over 4x cubed, and then my dx value will be du over 4x cubed, so it will be x cubed in the square root. Actually, I'm gonna say in square root means 1 over 2, so for that reason I'm gonna say u to the whole 1 over 2 times by my dx value is du over 4x cubed. So it means that I can cancel these x cubes, and then I can bring this 4 to the front, and it will be 1 over 4. And when you integrate u to the 1 over 2, or when you add 1 over 2 in, when you add 1 in 1 over 2, you're gonna get 3 over 2. So it will be 3 over 2, and then the whole over 3 over 2, the whole over 3 over 2. But I'm gonna flip this thing and simplify it that way. So this is it. But when you just simplify this thing, you're gonna get 1 over 4. The whole 2 over 3 means when you flip 2 over 3, you're gonna get 2, the whole u, the power of 3 over 2, the whole over 3. So this is, you know, when you flip this whole thing to the app, when you bring this to the denominator part, you're gonna get 2 over 3. And then after that, I'm gonna substitute x to the 4 plus 1 in the u spot. So it will be what? It will be 1 over 4, the whole 2, x to the 4 plus 1, whole the power of 3 over 2, and then the whole over 3. So let me just erase this thing since I'm running out of space. So now, so it will be what? It will be, so 1 times by to the whole 4 to the 4 plus 1, it will be 2, the whole x raised to the 4 plus 1, and the whole over 3 over 2. And then the whole over, so 4 times by 3 is, 4 times by 3 is 12. And then by 2, 1, and by 2, 6. So this one will be, well, my last answer will be x to the 4 plus 1, the whole the power of 3 over 2, the whole over 6. Let me erase this thing, and plus 6 plus c. So this will be my last answer, and this is all you have to do when you come to this specific example, and this is it for this specific example. Now let's do the last one, and the last one will be with some trig function. So now let's do it. So when you count to this one, I'm gonna choose cos 2x. You know, sometimes actually when you guys got some type of trig functions and some type of function like this, or maybe in square root, you're gonna have to choose one of them, to just make it u. So I'm gonna make cos 2x u. So I'm gonna say that is equal to u is equal to cos 2x, and I'm gonna derivate this thing. Actually, we got this dx over here, so I'm looking for the value of dx. So for that reason, I'm gonna say du is equal to cos 2x. So when you derivate cos, you're gonna get minus sine x, and when you derivate 2x, you're gonna get 2. So this is dx. So it will be the whole over minus sine x the whole 2, and the whole over minus sine x 2. So this whole thing will be cancelled. And I'm gonna say, let me do it over here. So I'm gonna say that sine x, since I substituted u instead of this cos 2x, I'm gonna say u times by that du over minus sine x2. So this sine x can cancel, or you can cancel sine x by the sine x, and I'm left with this negative 2. I've got 2 over here. So I'm left with negative 2. So I'm going to bring this negative to the front. So when you bring it to the front, you're going to get minus 1 over 2, the whole u. So when you integrate u, actually just let me integrate it. So when you integrate u, since this u is cos 2x, if you guys remember, variables got a 1 exponent. And if it is a constant, but it has a 0 exponent. So this is a variable, so I got a 1 exponent. So for that reason, this is actually the same as u to the 1. So when you just add 1 in this specific, when you just add 1, you're gonna get 2. So u to the 2, and then the whole over 2, u to the 2, the whole over 2 plus c. And then now I can substitute, or I can write this cos 2x instead of u, and I'm going to say 1 over 2 or minus 1 over 2, the whole, my u value is cos 2x, and then the power of 2, the whole over 4. So let me just write my answer over here. So when you multiply 1 by the cos x, by the cos 2x, you're going to get cos 2x to the whole power of 2, and then the whole over 2 plus 2 times by 4 is 8, and then the whole plus c. So this will be your last answer. So your last answer will be cos 2x over 8, the whole power of 2 plus c, and that will be your last answer. So you just gotta remember the steps. The first step is you just gonna have to substitute one of them and one of the functions. Just you can't choose one of it. Just try to choose the thing. If you guys can look at the process or the thing that I did, I chose cos 2x because I wanted to get rid of this sine x. So you're just gonna have to choose one of the things that you can get rid of some stuff. If I chose sine x, I couldn't get rid of this cos. So I don't want to choose the sine x. I want to choose the cos 2x. So that's the way you choose it. So the first step is just choose one of the things that can help you to simplify the thing. So choose one of it, and then after that, you know, find the value of dx's, and then simplify the whole thing, and then you're gonna get the answer. So that's how it goes. So this is it for this video, and thanks for watching. Have a good day.